Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We got a Nordica Enforcer 110 free for you today, and other than this really slick graphic update, ski remains the same for this year. For my money, one of the better new graphics out there. Probably tough to see on the camera, but there's some intricacies going on kind of in this blacker top sheet and looks pretty darn sharp in person. So psyched to see this new update, but overall, same amazing free ride ski for advanced expert skiers who don't mind lugging a little bit of extra weight around. That's kind of always been one of the hallmarks of this ski, is that it tends to be on the heavy side for what it is, but it still skis pretty well overall, mainly due to the shape and profile being more on the friendly side of the spectrum. But definitely advanced expert skiers who have some skills, know how to drive a ski, they're going to find the most success on this thing. Built with a light performance wood core and 2 sheets of metal, this ski has a nice blend of quickness and agility for how dense and damp it is. I think it's helpful having that lighter weight wood core in here to go along with the metal, just to give it a little bit of a balance. Even so, this is the 185, and on the scale here, it is 2,312 grams. So north of 2,300 grams, there's a lot going on in this thing, just a lot of mass. That's going to equate to stability and smoothness in a downhill format. So you can feel free to let this thing run. You're going to get that resulting performance, especially from that construction standpoint. But for a free ride skier, this thing has a lot going for it. We still do that, have that nice positive camber underfoot, and then kind of that longer, more flowy rocker profile to accompany it. So longer rocker in the tip here, pretty gradual, leads to that moderate splay, very surfy. Taper is smoother than it is abrupt. Widest point's brought back to about here. And then in the tail, again, kind of that longer rocker profile, smooth. That's kind of the whole key to this thing, is having that profile be smooth. Not a ton of taper, not really in that freestyle realm of having a twin tip, but definitely more of that rudder style. You can see how that taper is rounder, a little bit sharper in the back, and that really gives you that rudder-like feel in the tail of the ski. Allows it to be super maneuverable. That's what kind of makes this thing feel lighter than the weight may indicate. So a couple of things that help this thing be a little bit more approachable while not losing any of the stability or power. Pretty cool way to build a ski. Nordica does a great job with these Enforcer Frees. This 110's been that top of its class in terms of free ride capabilities for a while. We're not going to go so far as to say this thing is an on-trail carving ski, but for a 110, it actually makes some pretty nice clean round turns. 18.5 meter turn radius in this 185, so on the shorter side. Does like to turn, but given that kind of longer and more gradual rocker, not impossible to throw it sideways, get those drifty and smeary style of turns as well. You can be creative as long as you're strong, and just a lot to like about this 110 free. Make sure you check this thing out here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.